What is up, YouTube, and welcome to another Crib Zone excursion. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more. Face reveal soon. Still haven't started filming it. Be patient. Welcome to another excursion. A couple of you guys have asked questions about feeding. How often should I feed? I'm gonna go ahead and clarify the feeding aspect of a baby bearded dragon. The most common myth I know is the fact that bearded dragons can't eat mealworms. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is absolutely not true. These are some dried ones. Please don't eat those. No. I just told you not to fucking eat those. Okay, that's fine. The reason for that is their exoskeleton. Mealworms aren't the best feeders, but when people say that you can't feed mealworms to bearded dragons, that's just a myth. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a myth. Mealworms are nowhere near the healthiest. Best feeders for these guys will be dubia roaches. Dubia roaches are much easier to care for. Oh, KZE, is that correct? In order for these little guys to actually digest properly, the proper temperature in their tank is supposed to be from 95 to 110 degrees for baby bearded dragons. If your temperature is showing lower than that, you want to go ahead and make some adjustments to your tank. Heat is very important for these guys to digest. The next thing, what you should be feeding your baby bearded dragon. The most common thing to feed a baby bearding will be crickets. Since crickets are extremely easy to get a hold of, most animal shops have them, is a big reason why people use those as feeders. Crickets have around the same nutritional value as a mealworm. But like I said, not the most ideal. Crickets also bite your beardie, so if there's a cricket lingering around their cage at night, and your beardie is asleep, there is a chance that the cricket will bite your bearded dragon. Dubia roaches will not bite. Still do have half the cage blocked off to make it easier for this guy to find heat. I've had this guy for more than 3 weeks and he's most definitely accustomed to everything. So if I wanted to, I could take this off, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it as it is for now until he gets a little bit bigger. For baby bearded dragons, they'll mostly live off of 80% live food and 20% greens. Sadly, don't have any dubia roaches. He actually finished them all today. Did order 1,000 dubia roaches, so look forward to this little guy unboxing that. So for feeders, you could either feed them crickets, dubia roaches, super worms, hornworms, wax worms. As far as the greens, this here are collard greens. If your beardie isn't eating their greens, my biggest tip for you, you're going to need to introduce the greens to your bearded dragon slowly. The best way to do that is go ahead and chop up some greens nice and fine. Anything and everything that you feed your beardie should be smaller than their head. That's a perfect size. So we got a little bit of greens here. You do also need to dust them with calcium and vitamins. This is what I use. I use Fluker's calcium and this for vitamins. You want to use the calcium at least 3 times a week, the vitamins at least once a week. When you do dust their food, you don't want to heavily dust it. You don't want them to be discouraged from the taste of their food. Lightly coat them. We got the greens. We're going to go ahead and put it inside of his cage and see if he eats them. So yeah, as you could see, since these guys are extremely more attracted to live food, since it's not moving, he's not going to be attracted to it as much. If your beardie isn't great at eating greens, what I would recommend is to just put some of the live food over the greens, so when he lunges at the roaches, he gets some of those greens as well. It's really important you introduce the greens to the babies, since when they're older, they will eat 80% green and 20% live. These guys are actually pretty expensive to take care of as far as the live food. Just ordered 1,000 dubia roaches online, and those by themselves cost $40. I am planning to start a dubia colony with these. I'm not sure exactly how long they'll last. I did order them extra small. I kind of should have ordered some big ones so they could be the breeders, but whatever. We'll see how long 1,000 dubia roaches last this little guy. That's as far as the greens and introducing the greens. Cano worms here. All you would have to do is grab your live food, toss it over the greens, so when he goes and lunges at the live, he gets some of the greens as well. So that's just going to go ahead and introduce him to the taste of things. As far as how much you should feed your baby bearded dragons are really good eaters. These guys are supposed to eat as much as they want for at least 10 minutes, twice a day. It can be a pretty big price tag for food. So just be prepared and make sure you're financially stable, because these guys do eat a lot. And it will be expensive. Start a dubia roach farm. Dubia roaches are the most easy feeder and the most healthy. They'll most definitely won't last the whole 10 minutes eating, and they'll just run off by themselves once they're full. You want to go ahead and have a set schedule for these guys. You want to make a routine for them. My routine for this little guy is every morning at 8 a.m. I wake up, I turn on his lights as well as Hanzo's heat pad. I let him wake up. I give him about 2 to 3 hours to heat up, and then I do the first feeding. Now, the first feeding is when I start to introduce the greens, so that'll be around 11 to 12 o'clock for the first feeding. The second feeding will be later at night around 4 to 5 o'clock. The most he's eaten, I believe, was 14 dubia roaches. So 14 dubia roaches, let's say the dubias cost 30 cents. So expect at least $3 a day worth of food for a baby bearded dragon. If you're allowing them to eat properly, of course you don't have to completely stuff your baby beardy. They'll be completely fine with much less food, but I do love to feed this guy. I do love for him to be extra stuffed, just like my eggs. At the end, it's all up to you. Do you want your beardy to be extremely fat and well fed? That'll lead to a really big expense in your pocket. But yeah, for baby bearded dragons, you want to let them eat as much as they want for at least 10 minutes twice a day. Dust their food in calcium 3 times a week, and use vitamins at least once a week. I hope this video was helpful for anybody concerned about their baby bearded dragons. Crickets aren't the best feeder, even though they are the easiest to obtain, and dubia roaches are actually illegal in some places like in Florida and Canada. So make sure you do your research. You could feed your lizard dubia roaches. I'll go ahead and tell you guys to feed them dubia roaches. Much healthier and much easier to care for. Dubia roaches don't smell nearly as bad as crickets.
Completely forgot to mention that it's extremely important to gut load the feeders. You can do that by feeding them fruits or even the greens you feed your beardy.
Oh, I think he wants to get out. Let's go give him a shower. Currently shedding, as you guys can see. First time I've seen him shed. Go ahead and help out the shedding process by putting this guy in the shower. Nice little bath and helping him moisturize. Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy. These little guys do shed, especially when they're smaller, since they're growing pretty fast. Sometimes even once a week. When you are baiting these little guys, you do want to make sure that the water's pretty warm for them. Calm down, you you little bastard. Oh, he fell. Yeah, as you can see, he's shedding. The shower's also a really nice place to potty train your bearded dragon, since they do tend to go to the restroom while they shower. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna go to the restroom, but it does seem like he's enjoying himself. These guys do float if he was to let go. There you go. He's like, don't you dare let go of me. This is most definitely gonna help with the shedding process, isn't it, little guy? When he starts seeing bubbles, there you go, there he is. Oh, he's taking a shit. After this, I just clean out the water. Oh, you bastard. There you go, you just take that shit. Oh, god damn. Got some cano worms right here. Not sure if the little guy's gonna like them, but he is a fan of mealworms, so.
By the way, I'm saying he, but I have no idea of knowing whether it's male or female. Still too young.
Eat the damn worms.
Birch.
Oh shit. Bro, come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? He's going after the frickin' prongs. Oh shit. There you go. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah. Some cano worms. There's plenty of bearded dragons out there that only eat mealworms and are completely fine, so that's just a myth. Looks like he likes the cano worms. Fat little fatalalan.
Feel free to follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat at KZE_production.